In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Donovan Mitchell. He has absolutely been killing it this year in the NBA playoffs. So let's check out how he has been able to play so good and how you can also play very similar, or at least take some of the tips as to what he does and incorporate it into your own game. Let's check out one of the best Utah players, Donovan Mitchell. Okay, so in this first clip, he is essentially sizing up, doing quick hesitation moves to be able to get himself open for that three-point shot. Now, he does make this shot. However, what I really want to point out is he does a couple of small hesitations back to back. This then gets his defender's heels down onto the ground, in which case then he's able to take that big step, makes that defender take the step back with him, and then he's able to pull up for the jumper. And because he has such a quick from gather up to set point basketball shot, his shooting form is very good. Of course, if I remember, I'll put it up into the top corner for the cards. You can check it out, but definitely a very good shot, definitely a very good move that you can incorporate into your game as well. Something that Donovan Mitchell does a lot is hesitations as well as in and out crossovers and killer crossovers. Here we see him use the in and out crossover to get himself to the rim. Now, he sets this up by doing a quick hesitation inside out dribble. Now, this hesitation here, he dribbles the ball on the right side of his body, takes a quick step out towards that right side, then backs it up with an in and out dribble that gets that defender towards the left side. At that time, he's able to take one dribble, takes two steps, 1-2, keeps that ball high, and he's able to get to the rim. Now, what I'm talking about is that one dribble really quick, and that is after he takes that one dribble right there after that cross, you really only want to take 1-2 dribbles max, but generally once you're old enough, you should be able to attack the basket with just one dribble if you're within that 3-point line. That will allow you to be able to get the ball stripped from you less, and then when you pick up that ball, keep it high, keep it above your head. The reason for this, and the reason why I'm saying this, is because by keeping that ball high, that help side defender or that hedging player, depending on the situation, will not be able to strip that ball from you. And by keeping it high enough, you're going to be able to keep it away from the defender who's guarding you, and he won't be able to block your shot. So at first, he's using the screen on this play. After he uses that screen, he takes a very big step and he crosses over that ball. If you want to try and cross over the ball and make that player break his ankles, the bigger step you take, or the bigger hop that you take on the cross, is going to allow you to get past him. And then something he does here is very important. What is it? Well, let's go back and let's see why this was such a great move. He takes that dribble on his right foot. He takes only one step and he's able to go up. Why is that important? Well, I've mentioned this in a previous video before, but by only taking one step, going up for a floater or a layup, you are now making that defender guess what is happening, because he is going to time you as if you're taking two steps. So he's going to try and block your shot on your second step. We can even see this here. He is trying to move over into position to block this shot, like if Mitchell was going to take another step, but instead he only takes one step. He's able to get it up, and that defender is not even in the air yet, and that shot is already being released. This is why you need to know how to go off of either foot, and also know how to go with one step and two step layups and floaters. So this next clip is really showing how you can really emphasize your crossovers by taking a massive step. Here he's able to get an open three, mainly from after he crosses over that ball, or during he's crossing over the ball. Look how low he gets, but also look how wide his feet are. This is making that defender continue past with his momentum, and you're able to then push back for your shot. Very good move, something that everyone should try to incorporate into their game. So this is a really cool move. It's called the jab dribble. And basically all you need to do is to dribble on your left foot, jab with your right, push off of your right, and then step into a step back for the three. Now you can do this if you're a guard or if you're a forward and you're getting actually guarded by somebody who's either taller than you or somebody who is slower than you, what you can do, and this is a really good move, is just very simply dribble on the left, push off the right, step back, shot. Very simple move that you can do, and of course works extremely well against slower, taller defenders. Now, a jab cross is the next move that he uses a lot, and that's what we see here. So he's actually getting screened for. There's a hedging player who is really hedging way too strong, and of course you can do this on a fast break, but you can also do this in this situation as well. You can then attack the rim quite successfully, and that's what we see here. But if we go back, all you need to do, jab in the direction, and then cross that ball over to the other hand. Well, here he has Kawhi Leonard reaching in, so he has to cross over it one more time. But if it wasn't for Kawhi Leonard, he would have just been able to attack easier, but even then, he's still able to attack and finish. So something that I've seen the Clippers do against him this year, and a lot of other teams, is they try to double team from the middle of the court, and they try to take away the middle of the court. Now, he is starting to actually get used to that, and when they come and they double team from the middle, he used to go, and everyone tries to go against that player who's moving in this direction, which is technically smart. I can understand why they're trying to do that, because his momentum is taking him in this direction. You want to go against his momentum, but when you do that, especially if the other team has two defenders on the other side of the court, meanwhile this side only has one player, it's actually quite a bit easier if you attack this right side away from that double team. And when that happens, if you can draw in this player as a help defender, especially if you've got somebody like what looks to be Bogdanovic, who's a very good three-point shooter, you can attack, and if this player did step in to take a charge or a steal or whatever, you could just kick it out for a three, and if he doesn't drop in, let's say they are actually afraid of him as a three-point shooter, then keep that ball high, away from reaching hands, and then going up, creating that space with your upper arm right there. I really want to point that out. That left arm is something that you really need to pay attention to, because we can see here, he's able to use that elbow to keep that defender behind him, and that's what's going to allow him to score that very difficult basket. I hope that this video helps you become a better guard, a better forward, a better player who can attack that rim. Anyways, hit that like button, subscribe, make sure to go check out all of the equipment that I use down in the description below, and I will see you guys again next time.